Hello everyone and welcome back to Jimmy Talks Jira. It is the 1 month anniversary of this channel and I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has tuned in, subscribed to the channel, or shared any of the videos. Your support has meant the world to me and I really appreciate it. Given that this is going to be aired on the 1st of February, and if you know my activity in the community, you will know that it is Community Roundup time in the Welcome Center. I thought what better way to celebrate the 1 month anniversary than doing a video version of that roundup. Without further ado, let's dive in. Alright everyone, as you know, there is always a lot of really good content in the online community, and 2022 is starting off with just as much, if not more, amazing content. There is too much for me to include in this roundup, so as always, check out these articles and then go find some of the other ones that are out there yourself. You won't be disappointed. Let's kick things off with the community release notes. A number of bugs have been fixed, but the thing I want to highlight is the new share functionality. There is a new button, which when you click on it will make it easier for you to share posts, that being articles, discussions, questions, with various social networks that you would like to highlight them to. I know I personally am super excited about this. My Twitter account regularly posts out things that are in the Welcome Center, so this is going to be really cool for you to be able to share things with others a lot easier. Some community administration work. The Team Playbook collection is going to be moving into the Teamwork Lab group. I know that this is just there are some abilities with groups that makes it easier for the community managers to do things behind the scenes than it is with collections. If you are already a part of the Teamwork Lab, you don't need to do anything. You will see new content coming in there shortly. If you have only been following the Playbook collection, this post will give you the link to go to the Teamwork Lab to join that group, and you will see all of the questions, discussions, and articles from the Playbook collection moving into the Teamwork Lab group very shortly. Speaking of the Teamwork Lab, I have included this overall post, which was actually a competition, where Christine posted asking for people to share tips and lessons for working with a team. The reason I shared this one specifically is that it has sort of the template of how they wanted those discussions posted. So use that template when you're searching to see all of the posts that people have made as a part of this competition, and you will find some really awesome tips and tricks of how to work with your team. If you did post one, good luck, and I hope that you might end up winning either one of these nice blankets that Atlassian has as swag out of this, or, you know, what I would consider the better thing. They're going to include a number of the top-rated tips in a collection that they are going to share out. And as far as I'm concerned, the publication is more incentive to me than the swag, but I know some people enjoy the swag as well. The Teamwork Lab is also really good about doing swag competitions, so if you haven't been in here, you should start joining this collection if you are motivated by swag. Moving on, some unfortunate news. If you have been using the Jira Cloud desktop app for Mac, it is going away. This post shows that starting in February of 2022, they are retiring the Jira Cloud for Mac app. I'm not going to go into all the specifics of why. You should check out the post for it. But basically, it boils down to the fact that they are wanting to make a better experience, and as a result, they are going to be no longer supporting this app in the process. So it's some unfortunate news, but there is a very good justification given in the post for it. Next up, if you've been hiding and you've missed that Team 2022 registration is now open, consider this your notification on that. If you are planning to attend in person, I highly recommend you go and check out to see if you can still register. I know that there was limited space, and I know it was going very quickly, so you might have missed out on the in-person in Vegas. But don't worry, they are still going to have the digital option, which they've had for the past couple of years, as the only option. And then something new that they're doing this year is the global viewing parties, where you will see 7 locations around the world. These are sort of the top local community groups, and they are going to host a in-person meetup at those locations. This will be Atlassian sponsored, so they will provide a location of where you're going to, and it will be a smaller in-person meetup within that city where they will be live streaming the keynotes from Vegas, so you still get to watch them with a smaller group of people in person. You just aren't there in Vegas. If that is an option that sounds more enticing to you because you're nervous about having to go to Vegas, I highly recommend you check out the registration and see what works best for you. Next up, as I've been mentioning all month, it is Migrations Month. This is everything related to doing cloud migrations. I know a number of people are really starting to look into this now that the end is coming very close to the server products. I included this specific article because it's a good aggregation of everything that they have covered throughout the month. So this is a really good one-stop shop to go and find everything that has been talked about during Migrations Month. If you've missed out on some of these things, please go and check out what has been posted as a result of them, including the AMA with Chris Clark. He's been answering questions. I know that's past now, but hopefully there might be some questions that you have wanted answers to that were asked, and you can get the answers to them. Next up, Jira Heroes. This is something that Atlassian has been posting every single month. They're working with Atlassian customers to talk about the unique ways that they are using Jira in their environment. Soman Deb is the latest of those. It's a really good article. These customer stories are definitely insightful and teach you ways that you might not have thought of to use Jira. I highly recommend checking it out and seeing what you might be able to learn from this one. Next up, we know that this has been shared by Atlassian, and I know the Jexo folks covered it on the Monday Coffee with Jexo a couple weeks back, but I think it bears worth repeating. The Don't Duck the Planet social post that was posted in the New York Times and then shared on all the social channels. This is Atlassian's call to action to business leaders about committing to a net zero future. Check out the post if you haven't seen this. It's a very important climate change action post. What more can be said? Moving on, talking tool chains and team talks. So this is actually a follow-up to the Open DevOps team talks that happened late last year. There is a 5-part series that is available on demand. If you missed them the first time around, go and check them out. I've watched a couple of them myself. They are really cool, sort of different thought process of how to get started in Jira. And excuse me, not just Jira, but also Confluence and Bitbucket as well. Scrolling down to the very bottom of the post, you will see that this also shows a how to get started. If this is something that you're looking at as far as how to upgrade, level up your process within Jira, Bitbucket, and Confluence, I highly recommend checking out this post, following some of these things, and seeing if the Open DevOps solution is something that might work for you. The last article to cover here is by far a feel-good article in my opinion. Fabian, if you know him, is a wonderful human being, and he is chronicling the journeys that have happened throughout 2021 with COVID and with all of the various events that he and the co-leaders of a number of various local community chapters have done. They have done some amazing events and a number of things that affect a lot of local organizations to where they are. This is one of actually now a few posts that have been made. I highly recommend you check out this article. If anything will inspire you to do good things in 2022, this article is going to do it for you. I know that I had the warm and fuzzies after reading this. That's the end of the articles, but we all know that we also include some of the trending discussions, so I'm just going to rapid fire through these ones for you. The managing boards in Jira Atlassian University webinar that came out on the 18th of January has a lot of discussions happening on it. If you are interested in managing boards, you might want to check out the discussions that are happening there. There might be something you can either learn or something you can contribute to the discussion. Our Friday fun always ends up making this one, and this time around it is the Friday evening traditions. I know that there is still chatter going on about this one. It's been a fun topic. If you haven't commented on this one yet, feel free to go in and check it out. See what other people's traditions are, and add your own. How are your projects organized in Jira? This is actually just one of those really interesting open-ended questions which has generated a lot of discussion. You might have your own thoughts and opinions, or you might want to come here just to learn what others are doing to see how you can improve your own process. The Welcome Wednesday is another one that generally comes in here. The post I made as soon as the Team 2022 registration announcement went out was, "Are you attending?" This one has been trending because there is a lot of chatter of people that are excited to go in person, and a bunch of people who are excited to hear about some of the things that are going to be announced. And there's been a lot of chatter about the global viewing party option that's been added this year. And then last, Christine's post within the Teamwork Lab of sharing your analysis of groups in movies, TVs, and books, modeling good and bad teamwork. This was a fun one. I commented on it myself. I highly recommend you go and add your 2 cents or see what other people have been talking about. It's a fun one. And with that, that is our community roundup for January of 2022. I've really enjoyed creating these videos over the past month, and I hope you've enjoyed watching them. If you have, please consider subscribing to the channel, and if there's something you would like me to cover in the future, please leave it below in the comments. I am more than happy to take requests on topics that people would like to hear about. With that, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.